first thing they heard was bow, 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 and his dad's throwing a towel over him real quick because his dad was beating it, you know what I mean? And they busted him while they were tripping, so they were like, and started running up the stairs, punching the side of the fucking, like the hallway wall. It was like, that must have been fucking crazy watching that. We had a lot of fun when we were fucking doing that back in the day. I used to do it in school, at work, everywhere.
I'm glad I didn't know any of you guys in school, man. I would have been in prison.
There's a chick got kicked out. I don't even remember what had happened or whatever. I was an underclassman, so she was like grades above or whatnot. There was all rumors flying around and shit. But there was like cops there and shit, and all this stuff went down, so there was a bunch of rumors flying around. But the rumor was that she had a sheet of acid on her, and they fucking somehow had known about it and were like trying to track her down. So she was in the bathroom and she fucking then keysed her. She shoved it up the other one or whatever, and just tripped balls off it. Yeah. That was the rumor. I don't know how true it was or whatever. But.
Dude, I think it's funny you say that because I was just getting ready to say before your story that the acid ups and downs in my life have been coincided every time with a beautiful acid girl. I don't know how it always seems that there's one hot chick just flipping sheets of acid and shit. And I find myself hanging out with that gal for a while. But it made me laugh to hear that it was the chick in this story that had the sheet in this story. I was like, what in the fuck? Is it everybody? You know, is that just the thing that the ladies bring the acid or what?
I went to my buddy's house to drop off leaves last summer, like at the end of summer, raking them up, and he was at his it's actually there, like he owns like acres worth of land on a dirt road. So I'm like driving with my buddy down the dirt road to go dump the leaves, and my buddy's on the back in the back on a trampoline, just laid out like he's dead. Well, like what the fuck? And he like sits up like Frankenstein and like looks over to us, and so I walk over. I'm like, you alright? Tripping. I guess he ate like a quarter of mushrooms the night before, and I was like, why the fuck would you do that? You do that when you're like 18 and shit, you know what I mean? He did it. He got kicked out of the place that he was at and ended up at his ex-wife's house and was sitting there all fucked up and at the door, and she's like, what the fuck, Corey? You know what I mean? And he's like, I need a place to fucking lay down. So she's like, so she let him in and he laid down. I guess he fucking threw up. And the dog came over and licked his puke up, but it was mushroom puke, so the dog started tripping, and she was fucking so pissed off at him. He was in the doghouse, so the next morning he was still laid out on the trampoline when we came by.
He's already his ex, what's she gonna do? Can't get no worse, really.
Yeah.
That's some funny shit, though.
So usually the right side, that's the side that's always fucking jacked up. That's what I was great. Alright. Okay, everything good. I never had that left side.
by a steamroller.